Hello! It is Sunday. Actually, I marked this as the last day of the iteration, so that's good. Because I always need that weekend. So, I was not wanting to edit the video yet because I didn't fix a pretty big bug. But it's Sunday, so I might as well do that. I've been putting this off. So let's just look at what we have real quick. I built some maps and some placeholder art for those maps. I've just built more maps and some examples. Yep, maps. And then I did a bunch of coding to, oh yeah, so I decided it was a pain in the butt to use that map converter, so I went ahead and started using a JSON library for C++. Did I put it in here? I did not put the name of the thing, but here, JSON C++ library. That one. I started using this one. And it's fine, it works fine, and I'll do some segment to cover the stuff in more depth once I fix this bug. There's just something wrong in my logic that somewhere along the line of converting from the JSON, from the text file map to the JSON map, I messed up some logic somewhere, and currently what the game looks like, let me go to places. It just, I'm not sure what's going on, and I need to look at it more. Maybe I'll fix that today. Maybe that will be at the end of the video, but we'll see. So I added a bunch of coding just for debugging purposes. I don't know if this is visible. I don't know what it's trying to do. It looks like it's taking a bunch of the bushes. Oh, this looks like maybe the X and Y got flipped. Maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna look at that. But anyway, where was I? I forgot what I was even looking at. I'm really tired. I didn't get a whole bunch. Oh yeah, I was just in here. So I was working on that. In the meantime, I did get the draw order fixed up so that, if you have a character here and a character here, at first it was just drawing everything draw the human, then draw the NPCs, and so even if it was back here, it would draw on top of the enemy. But I fixed that. I added a DrawManager, so I'll go into depth into how I did that. Everything is still a work in progress. Final exams are on Tuesday. The second half of the final exam is on Tuesday. Then I'll be done with that. I need to start prepping for teaching in January, so I need to do that. But yeah, let's just, I'm behind. But I'm trying not to beat myself up for this, because, again, I wasn't expecting to have a job when I started this project. And so I'm moving at half speed because I am working. I did start keeping a work log, not just of game development, but of everything I've been doing. So, on Monday, I worked for 6 hours total, but 2 hours and 45 minutes was just game development. The rest was working. And again, there's some game dev for 1 hour, 45 minutes. Tuesdays are supposed to be my Lodon book writing days in the morning, and then game dev in the afternoon. I don't know. Just didn't work out. So I'm gonna have to change things. The classes are gonna be over. And I'm just gonna have to free up some more time so that I can prep for classes in January and also just work on game dev more. Okay, so I guess I'll go to editing this video so it can be a little bit nicer looking. So I decided to start working more on the maps and just trying to get more content done, even with like kind of placeholder stuff going on. And so I was really working on that first area and like maybe one map I could go into to teleport to and make sure that teleportation feature works. So basically once the coding features are done, then it's just a matter of getting the content set up, but I need to make a little bit more content in order to properly test the special features of moving between maps and having a small version and a big version. I also set up warp regions as objects and tiled, so that would be able to put inside of the map where a region was, where when you step on it, it should take you somewhere else. And so I added that as a custom feature, custom properties in those objects. And one of the things I worked on before changing up the maps was just the draw order. So I made a DrawManager, and we'll talk about how that works here in a little bit. But I've spent a lot of time in the map code just trying to get things working, so I don't really have any specific video time-lapse of making it work. I've changed up things quite a bit, so after I'm mostly done editing this video, I'm going to go try to maybe fix it again, and if I just can't, then that'll be the project for the week, and we'll just have an incomplete working thing for this iteration. Code blocks continues crashing a bunch, so I've been trying to use Spacemacs to do a lot of programming and stuff. I don't know. Why is it hard to find like the perfect IDE? I don't know. Oh yeah, I realized I was feeling kind of sad, so hey kids, don't forget your antidepressants for 2 days straight. I'm gonna take that now. Okay, so let's talk about this DrawManager. In the code, it's in the managers. I'll open both of those up. So instead of having each sprite, like calling draw on each sprite and then passing it the window and then having it basically use the window to draw itself to the screen, I changed up how that works. So I made a DrawManager. And I made a draw layer struct that will just draw a sprite to the screen, and it also has a name for debugging purposes. And then I have the ability to add objects, the below map sprites, above map sprites, UI, text, debug stuff. And then the DrawManager has a draw function, and it will take care of drawing. That happens in, I think, the application. So the application is kind of the main wrapper, but like the begin drawing clears the window and then calls the DrawManager's reset. And then the end drawing calls the DrawManager's draw everything, and then it displays the window. So this isn't handled at all in the game state, or it doesn't need to be, because the application will deal with the DrawManager automatically. Hello, kitty cat. What's up? So I have object layers here. Stop it. And I have the above and below layers for the map right now, which I'm still working on because stuff is not working. I have UI stuff on its own set of layers and debug stuff on its own set as well. So let's look at the CPP file. This is all static, so that has to be up here. Excuse me. For reset, it clears off all of those lists. Originally, it does not clear the map tiles at the moment, but I'm still working on this. Really, the map doesn't change, so I wasn't needing to change that. I wasn't needing to redraw the map every time, like clear out that buffer and redraw it. Just keep the same buffer and do that. But I'm trying to add debug functions to like hide certain layers. So then in that case, I will need to clear and repopulate the draw buffer, basically. So there's just different functions. They basically all work the same. With the object, ow. I don't lose your footing. Cat, hi. Oh, Luna. So the object layer uses an integer and the draw layer. So the draw layer contains the actual list of images to draw and the integer key. So these are basically the actual layers. With the object, it'll look at the Y position of the sprite and put them in the map based on that Y position. So everything at the same Y position is going to be drawn at the same spot. This is only for objects. This is not for the map, because that would be inefficient, I think. But so, you know, characters at this Y position will all be in this layer. This Y position will on this layer. And then it gets added, pushed back to the vector of sprites to draw. And similar stuff happens down there. The UI text, I just have it all in a vector. Doesn't really need to be layered in a specific way. For the most part, I just say, okay, we'll draw maybe like a special background image and then draw your text and your buttons and stuff. Hopefully they don't overlap. You're not really supposed to overlap those, I don't think. Not in the way I tried to design my screens. Okay, and then down here it draws everything. So it draws the below layer, it draws all of the objects, so it iterates through the different layers and draws each thing, and draws the UI stuff and draws the debug stuff. So that's really all there is there. Why do I keep closing Lenxion? Luna is so lovey. Luna wants attention. Oh, this is always on the other screen. Luna, I can't adjust this. Okay. So, I can walk around still. Oh, apparently there's some collision there. Also, it's running really slowly, so I'm in the middle of fixing the maps, but there you go. There, she can walk behind. Also, the fireballs. Yeah. I'm working on the map. Apparently, I'm like maybe not clearing stuff because all of the resources are dying right now. So let's close that so I don't destroy this video. I'm working on it. Yeah, I'm gonna need more time to look at the map stuff to figure out why it's not drawing right, and also now what did I do to make it like just start chugging and chugging and chugging. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this video and upload it so I have something uploaded, and then I'm gonna be working on this, and then I have a cutoff time of 1 p.m., but it's only 10:15 right now, so hopefully I can figure it out. And maybe pay attention to my cats for a few minutes. Okay. Hello. There's the cats. I spent all of yesterday cleaning, so I didn't program until like midnight, but that counts as to daytime. So I guess we should talk. Tomorrow, I guess I'll do the retrospective for this sprint. Which actually, you know, I mean, I worked a lot. I just didn't do a lot of programming. I want to do more programming, and I have stuff. I don't know. I kind of messed up this week because on Friday I had something scheduled at 3 o'clock, and I'm really bad about starting things when I have something else scheduled, even though I shouldn't. And so that was like 3 to 7 p.m. And so by the time I got home, I was really tired. And before 3 o'clock, I just spend all my time playing this. And now I'm like, I regret it because I should have been programming, and now we just have this mess of stuff and nothing works. And then Saturday, we went to go buy house things and clean up the house all day, and I was really tired. But yeah, I need to just free up more time. So I don't know. I just feel. Do I look tired? Because I feel tired. Okay, hopefully this iteration 5 will go better. We're just in all of the overtime now, so. Sometimes when I'm rendering video, the computer crashes. I forgot that I can't use my computer while I'm rendering video.